Hi everyone, you have reached Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Like this video, hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And finally, share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a quick video on Wendy Williams. Messy Wendy Williams. Just a hot mess. Today on her show, and you know what, sometimes I say to myself, Cheryl, why are you still watching this mess? But I guess I'm going to see the train wreck all the way to the end. So anyway, today on her show, she mentioned influencer, and that influencer name is Tabitha Brown. Tabitha has over 4 million followers on TikTok. She has a ton of followers on her Facebook page. And across all of her social media pages, she has a big following. She considers herself an actress. Well, she is an actress, but she considers herself a wife, a mom, an actress, and a vegan foodie. I first ran into her because of her Facebook post about cooking her vegan food. And guys, I am trying my hardest to become, at the very least, a vegetarian. Haven't eaten any red meat products for over 20 years. I just can't seem to drop the chicken, the fish, and the turkey products, but I'm really working my ways towards that. So just pray for me. But anyway, back to Tabitha and back to Wendy Williams. So today on Wendy Williams' show, she mentions Tabitha's name. But to take you back a little bit, Tabitha recently said on one of her social media platforms that she is going to retire her husband of 23 years. She mentioned that 15 years ago, her husband took a job as a police officer to support the family while she just followed and tried to go after her dreams. He did that for her. She said they had plenty of times, plenty of years where they was just broke together. Okay, that's true love. They were broke together, but he stood by her, let her go after her dream, and she's pretty much, and I'm paraphrasing, she has arrived, and now she wants to turn and get back to her own husband and said, you know what, husband, you can retire. She said, she wants him to dream like a child again and go after his dreams and do what he wants to do. And so she's giving back to her own husband. And what could be wrong with that? Well, absolutely nothing unless you're Wendy. And actually, there are a lot of people out there like this, unfortunately. But Wendy says on her show today, she puts up Tabitha's picture. She said she's an influencer. I don't know her, but she says she's going to retire her husband and let him go after, his dreams. So Wendy said, well, I did that and look where I'm at today. Well, Wendy, that's you. Okay, and pretty much Wendy said in a few years they're going to end up in divorce. He's going to invest in all these businesses and they're not going to work, and she's going to lose the money. And then she said he's going to come home one day being upset with her at how he failed, and he's going to blame it on her, and they're going to end up in divorce. Well, all of Tabitha's fans fanned out to her, was sending her DMs, was calling her on the phone, and they sent the clip to her, that where she was on the Wendy Williams show, and Wendy Williams talked about her. Well, her picture was up, and Wendy Williams talked about her. Well, I'll tell you this, Tabitha, she's a class act. Okay, she didn't cut Wendy down. She didn't say mean and vile things to her. She just prayed that one day that love finds Wendy again. She prays that Wendy gets healed from her bitterness. And you know me, I'm paraphrasing, but it's pretty much what Tabitha said. She said, I pray that she get healed from her bitterness. She pretty much told all of her fans, don't worry about me, I'm good. She felt bad for Wendy Williams. And I feel bad for Wendy too. Because your marriage didn't work out, because your husband did what he did, because at some point you truly allowed him to be disrespectful to you. That's what you taught her. There's this saying that says we teach people how to treat us. Well, you taught your husband at a certain point how to treat you. You let him know it was okay to disrespect you. You let him know it was okay to have a mistress. You let him know that it was okay to spend your money on the mistress. And you also let him know that it was pretty much okay that the mistress lived a couple of blocks from your home and he was spending half his time with her and half the time with you. You let your husband know that that was okay at some point in your marriage. So don't think that other people can't have true love just because you did not. And that's pretty much what Tabitha said. She said, listen, Wendy, I've been with my husband for 23 years. My husband did us a favor 15 years ago by taking on this job and allowing me to go after my dreams. Now that we have arrived, I'm going to give back to my husband and allow my husband to do the same. And she said, as a police officer, if I had the ability and the opportunity for him not to have to go out in those streets with a bulletproof vest on, risking his life, if I can now do that for him to tell him, go ahead and retire, why would I not do that? But of course, Wendy can't understand that because she's still broken. She's still hurt. She's still in a tremendous amount of pain. But healing is available. But the thing is, with anything that's going on in your life, if you don't recognize there's a problem, then you won't be able to fix the problem. If you're not open to truly getting healed, then you won't be healed. If you're going to stay stuck in this place of bitterness and then think that because your relationship didn't work out, no one's relationship is going to work out, those are the words that you're always going to speak. So that's why even as individuals, you have to be careful, one, who you tell your business to, who you're seeking advice from, and where you're laying your words in your heart and your ear to. Because if that person is bitter, trust and believe, if you come to them about your situation and your relationship, they're going to give you some bitter advice. All of it is not malicious. Some of it is unconscious because they don't even realize that they're not healed themselves. So again, I just feel like Wendy Williams, it's sad to watch. It's sad to watch that after all these years, after everything she has built up, she drug herself up from just, being a radio disc jockey to building this empire that she has. And it's going to crash and burn at the end because of her hatefulness, her bitterness, and her ability to not see that maybe it was a blessing in disguise that her and her husband finally broke up. Maybe she doesn't realize that the chains were released. She's still in pain. She's still so focused on, let me find someone else. But maybe, Wendy, if you heal, you will get love. The person will end up falling into your life instead of you just trying to run around and find somebody and you haven't even healed yet. But I just want to say, this Tabitha Brown, oh honey, she is a class act. Because if you go watch her clap back to Wendy Williams, it was not mean-spirited. It was not laced in bitterness. It was laced in love. And I commend her for taking the higher role. She did the Michelle Obama. She took the higher role. When Wendy went low, she went high. So God bless her for that, because sometimes that's the harder thing to do, to be honest with you. It's easier to clap back in nastiness. It's harder to clap back in love, because sometimes you feel like you need to give the people, you need to sting the people back the same way they have stung you, but that's not what Tabitha did. And I just loved her response. Like I said, a class act. I also love her energy, because like she said, I had days when I was broke. I didn't just wake up and come in this position and have this opportunity and have this money. She said, I trust God, I believed in God, and I manifest to this point. But it did not happen overnight. She said her and her husband went through plenty of broke days and years. And now she's here, and why not turn back to your husband of 23 years and say, thank you. You did it for me, and now I'm going to do it for you. And that's the same way I feel about anybody when you have your dreams. You got to go through the highs. You got to withstand the lows. You got to keep on the beaten path. If you are diligent, stick with it, stay with it. What you believe in, what you want, the manifest will come through. Your dreams will finally, you'll just wake up and be like, how did I get here? And that's what I'm doing here with my channel. I'm going to keep making videos. I'm going to keep, well, I just started, but I'm going to keep doing lives. I'm going to keep going because God planted this seed in my head, and I'm not going to stop until I see the fruits of my labor, see the fruits that are from the seeds that have been planted. So I want to thank all of you. If you watch, if you were there for my live last night, my first one, you know, it was a little rough going, but I did it. I want to say thank you. If not, watch the replay. And I will definitely be going live more. I'm committed to doing so many things on this channel. I have a lot coming up. I'm working through the kinks. I'm working through it. But again, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like. Don't forget to chat with me in the comments. And I will see you. Matter of fact, stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.